Welcome in again to another edition of the Campbell Wrestling Weigh-In. I'm Bill Priestley here with Coach Cary Kolat. And Coach, a little bit of a delay on the start of the season as far as the conference season. You get Appalachian State last Thursday. Of course, with the snow, that gets moved to this Thursday. But you get a chance to go through your first conference opponent this past weekend against Gardner-Webb, and you came out with a pretty convincing win. Yeah,
the guys looked really good against Gardner-Webb. I felt like we made some changes that we worked on in the room. We finally started the chain wrestle a little bit. We had guys chasing bonus points, and in conference, that's going to be a big part of it is guys who we know we can get the win, that they put the extra points on the board for the team. And so we did that. Conditioning-wise, they attacked, and they stayed on the attack, and I felt like we controlled the ties and controlled our opponents, and so it was a good road trip for us.
One of the things, of course, that's going to be an overriding theme to the season is that you're the defending conference champions, and people obviously want to know, can you repeat? But just before we get to that, as far as the entire conference is concerned, how do you grade the Southern Conference this year as opposed to last year?
It's definitely going to be a battle between, I think, us and Chattanooga and Appalachian State. I think, those three teams are right now probably strongly favored as being one of the come out with the conference championship this year. And yeah, you're right. I mean, we're defending champs, and so everybody wants to knock you down if you're the defending champs. But we tell our guys all the time, that was last year, and we got to wrestle in the present, and that's how we got to attack each opponent that we face.
With that, you're going up against Appalachian State this Thursday. Just generally speaking, what do you expect when you go up against the Mountaineers year in, year out?
Well, App's always tough. I mean, the coaching staff up there does a good job, and so they're going to be competitive. They're going to be tough, and right now, if you look at the duel on paper, and it's pretty much almost an even split, And so guys that are swing matches, which are critical matches, they're going to have to come out on top of it. You're going to have to gut it out a little further than the other guy. You're going to have to shoot a little harder. You're going to have to be a little more focused, and that'll be the guy that gets the win. And their staff's going to be saying the same thing to their guy. So that's where we're sitting. If my guys don't step up and come out focused, then the duel could get away from us.
With that, with the postponement from last week, of course, you get a change in venue, and you'll be in this beautiful building for this upcoming event. What do you expect? What do you like about this particular venue as opposed to Carter?
Well, I like, I really like Carter. We like that old feel, that tight gym. It gets hot, but a change is good too. So Gore it'll be a nice place to wrestle in. We've got a beautiful arena here. It's a $35 million arena, and we'll probably have the spotlights going, and we'll have the big board going. So it'll be a change for our guys, and I think it's something that we need right now.
With that, as you look forward with the rest of the year coming up, what is it maybe perhaps that you want to see this team start to do dual in and dual out as you go forward? Remember, you had said this team had plateaued a little bit as you came out of Virginia duels. What are you looking forward to?
3 or 4 shot combinations. The best guys will it takes 3 to 4 things to finally score that takedown on your feet, and then it also takes 3 to 4 things of chain wrestling on top. So that has been the overriding theme in our practices for the last month is getting these guys attacking 3 to 4 times before there's a break in the action.
With that, we'll take a break and take a look at the matchups in this one with Nathan Kraisser.
I'm Nathan Kraisser, and this week against Appalachian State, we have 4 key matchups. First matchup is going to be at 141 pounds, and for App State it will be Irvin Enriquez, and for the Camels, John Ryan. Enriquez is a little bit of a wild wrestler, and he goes at a really high pace, and he's very rolly and scrambly. For us to have to get a win here, when John gets to his shots, he's going to have to drop quickly and not drag out the takedown. He's got to get to the legs and finish right away, so Enriquez can't get his scrambles going. Our next key matchup is at 149 pounds. Zach Barnes to the Camels, a true freshman, and for App State, Gavin Lundoff, a sophomore. Lundoff dropped down from 157 last year and has been seeing more success at 149. He typically shoots to one side of the body, so Zach Barnes is going to have to shut down that shot and look for his re-attacks and finish high. Again, Lundoff is a scrambler, and Barnes is going to have to finish quick to secure his takedowns. Our third key matchup is at 157 pounds with Austin Kraisser. Appalachian State has 2 wrestlers that they've been trading off with the starting spot, Angel Nahar and Lakin Cook. Kraisser has wrestled both these wrestlers at the Southern Scuffle this year. He beat Nahar in a close match, 8-5, and lost to Cook. If he wrestles Cook, he's going to have to shut down his shot early. Cook likes to come out explosive, looking for a single leg, and Kraisser's going to have to shut that down and then not get frustrated by Lakin Cook's top riding game. Last time out, Cook was able to frustrate Kraisser on top, and Austin was not able to get away. For Austin to be successful against Cook this time around, he'll have to seal off and get his escape quickly. Our final key matchup comes at 174 pounds, where Andrew Morgan will be wrestling for the Camels and Forrest Priestley for Appalachian State. Priestley is a nationally ranked wrestler, and he's good out of underhooks, and he's looking to have more success this year. He's a senior, it seems like he's been around forever, and this year he's finally starting to get some momentum going. Andrew Morgan's going to look to shut down his underhooks and his explosiveness and keep out the legs on top. Forrest likes to get on top, throwing legs and work for turns, and Morgan's going to have to shut down the legs and get his one right away. I'm Nathan Kraisser, and this is this week's Kraisser's Key Matchups.
Again, 7 o'clock this Thursday night here in Gore Arena. Campbell against Appalachian State. It is the first big conference match of the year. Hope you can make it. For Coach Cary Kolat and Nathan Kraisser, I'm Bill Priestley. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Campbell Weekly Wrestling Weigh-In.